The magnificent nature of Kraljevo area is ideal for long walks, hiking, excursion and cycling. Mountain Stolov gives you the opportunity to find a herd of wild horses and fields sprinkled with flowers narcissus. During the walk you can enjoy the view of half of Serbia when is weather conditions that. On the other hand, the Goch is the most forested mountain in Serbia, where 40% of the total Balkan flora is represented, and mountains with more than 150 sources of drinking waters.
Now, if you come here, what would be the best time of the year to visit this place?
Definitely summer, because we have a lot of swimming pools, a lot of river when you can swimming. Nature is greener from the other, and I think the summer is ideal for visiting Kraljevo. You can enjoy nature in our town.
Tell us about the facilities. What do you offer here for the tourists that are coming to this area?
There are many homemade. We have 4 apartments. Every apartment have a living room, kitchen with all necessary equipments, bathroom, and 2 bedrooms.
You can host up to 4 people in each house.
Yeah, there are maximum 4 people in every apartment.
How much would it be if you want to rent one of these apartments per night, or how does it work?
Price, it is 40 euros per night.
For the whole house?
For the whole house.
This is the perfect combination of nature, restoring beautiful and old houses, and at the same time volunteering. Tell us about this project and what it means for you and what it means for the guests that are coming here.
Well, it's a very long story, but I could say that we try to do something a bit different and in a bit different way. It's a new concept in Serbia mostly. It's done with volunteers. We don't have paid labor. There's a great, beautiful property with a lot of potential that we decided to turn into something that we can at the end live from, but also we want to give something back to community. And that's why we allowed and created a free transfer that our volunteers do with the big raft on every 2 hours. So we transfer loads of rivers of tourists on weekends mostly. They go to the castle, visit us here, enjoy our environment. Also created a cultural hub for artists, painters, musicians that will have this to use as an open calendar, and that's part that we give back to community. And like I said, we also want to be able to live a little bit from it. So this is not really classical business, it's more like a lifestyle for me and people that are into this, and all these beautiful volunteers that come here from all over the world. They enjoy the place.
So what do the volunteers do here? What's their job actually?
Well, it depends from their skills mostly, or all what's necessary at the moment. Like, of course, if we need signs or we need paint, we ask artists to come. People carving wood. We use a lot of river wood or driftwood that the river brings us every season with floods. So basically, we try to create a skilled volunteering base that people will come and do something specific. If not, they're just helping also with maintenance, with cooking food and everything, but it's good to be all-around person mostly in this kind of place. So
Now, in the same time, you are hosting events for young people to come here as a camp or something like that. So how does that work?
well, we have shifts, like there is people in charge of the camp, there is people in charge of cooking, there is people, volunteers in charge of hosting guests here. I'm doing lectures about the fortress as an archaeologist. I give tours to people, and we try to create some order. Sometimes it's hectic when there's loads of people and it's growing a little bit faster than we expected. So we might need to change a little bit in this attitude and this approach, but we change as it's necessary.
Now you have a few volunteers now. Where are they from?
So maybe you can ask them, but like there we have Polish, UK, Australians, 2 American girls, French, Colombian is the main raft driver, and also a few local people that are really great. It's really helpful to have someone speaking native language as well.
Well, I really wanted to come to Serbia because my grandmother grew up in Belgrade during the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and yeah, I really wanted to check out the Balkans, and I found this project in specific on Workaway, which is like whole volunteer community sharing and some manual labor and helping out with campsite, cleaning up, and honestly this was like the perfect opportunity to stay somewhere for weeks and weeks longer and invest myself in a really important project that is environmental, sustainable, social. It's like, it feels like you're traveling even though you're staying in one place because there's so many different volunteers coming from all over the place.
So I understand that you have to have a certain set of skills to come here and work here. So what are you doing here?
Well, it's very welcoming, so really anybody can join, and you can cook, you can clean, you can chop wood, you can cut grass, you can, oh boy, you can you can build a bar, like building a bar, construction, a kitchen, and yeah, you can really like do anything. You can do art, you can paint, you can learn a language. I've been learning Serbian, and yeah, there's really plenty to do.
So for how long do you plan on staying here?
I've been here for about 3 weeks, and I'll be here for about another week, but because I love this place so much and it's become very special to me, that I will be back and probably a couple more weeks just to visit again and see some friends that I've made, and also see Milos and Nikola again, and Marko, who's also working here. So there's plenty of people to visit, and there's always an inflow and influx, outflux of people, so there's always something happening.
What do you like about the location, the area around here?
I really love, just generally, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful if you look around, and the fact that you can see the castle from where we're standing, you can see several different mountain peaks and ridges, and it's also right above a river, so you can go down to the river, you can go to the waterfall, you can hike, you can run around. I just been running from place to place, and the fact that crossing, I don't know, it's special that you have to get here, you have to cross a boat too, and or you walk 3 kilometers that way and cross another bridge. But it's just a very special location because you can really feel like you're just really living away from a city. You're living kind of near near other farms. You're right in the middle of nature, but also at the same time you can really go right across the river, take a car into the city. So you have both. You're living here, you're doing manual labor, you're building a community, you're getting to know each other, and it's just the perfect place to be for anybody.
Will you bring more friends from the US?
Yes, I think so. I would definitely recommend anybody coming to Serbia to come here, and it's kind of it's even some people who have shown up have said it's like a serendipity moment that you just pass by and you see the castle, and then a lot of people just realize they're like, whoa, where am I? I just see this castle, and then they see the boat, and then they cross, and it's not only do they do a really great job of advertising the place and putting it on social media and online and everything, but also if you just drive down this road and you see the castle, it's something that it draws you in somehow. So I definitely would bring anyone here, any of my friends, family. Yes, it's been pretty incredible.
Mănăstirea Ajicea din zona Kraljevo, din Serbia, este cunoscută și sub numele de Mănăstirea Încoronării și asta pentru că 7 regi au fost încoronați aici. Legenda spune că undeva în zidurile mănăstirii se află 7 uși pe care acei regi au intrat și au vorbit cu Dumnezeu. Acele uși au fost după aceea zidite, iar acum sunt de negăsit. Nimeni nu știe unde sunt acele uși prin care regii au reușit să intre și să discute cu Dumnezeu, iar acolo ei i-au promis lui Dumnezeu cum vor ajuta pentru a crește, pentru a mări puterea poporului sârb. Pentru GoNext, Adrian Boioglu.